reporting revenue of $102 billion, including over $10 billion in YouTube advertising. Wow. The new media is raking it in. $15 billion revenue. Google Cloud revenue. Meta, meantime, saying its third quarter sales rose 26% year over year. Highest revenue growth since the first quarter of 2024. Facebook, though, parent company Meta, saying they took a charge of $16 billion, one-time charge. The time is 9:42. The Sergio Show on Newstalk 710 KURV. It's a Thursday already. Look at that. The week's almost done. Weekly conversation with our friends and family over at Edinburgh CISD. You're doing the live thing online, right, Freddie? So where are you right now? Facebook and YouTube, 710 KURV Live. You can join us there. Also comment later on. So regular weekly conversation with ECISD. And joining us today is Dr. Tony, as I lovingly refer to him, Anthony Garza, Executive Director of Support Services. We're almost done with October, but it's important to remind everybody, for the sake of having conversations with their huercos, with their kids, October is Fentanyl Poisoning Awareness Month. And in this month, and probably not limited to this month only, right, Tony? You're probably doing this all year long, trying to communicate to the kids how lethal it is, potentially lethal it is, and how it doesn't take very much. So tell me about some of the communication efforts this month.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Sergio. Thank you for having me here. This is Fentanyl Poisoning Awareness Month, and we've run several public service announcements. I know our police chief did one. We have a video out, and we have our police officers in our schools giving presentations to the students that one pill can kill. So be careful what you're taking out there. Don't take anything that's not from one of our pharmacies. You know, we're really close to the Mexican border, and that means you don't know what you're getting in some of these things that kids take, you know, whether they say it's for a headache or whatever, for pain. So we're doing the awareness thing right now, and we're warning everybody out there, be careful, you know. And on top of that, our police and nurses are equipped with Narcan, which is an agent that we use, that we need to use at times for students that are possibly overdosing. And it buys them 15, 20 minutes to get them to the hospital. And it's sad that we have to go to those efforts, but you know, safety first, and we want to make sure our kids are in school to learn.
Yes, sir. Let me put in my 2 cents. I've told you this before. You've heard me say this, Tony. I've told my sons, and thank God my older one he's in college now, and proud graduate, by the way, of that first class from Edinburgh Collegiate last year.
Awesome.
But I got a 13-year-old who's still in grade school, and man, we lay down the law because that dude, he loves to eat. When you give him a free cookie, he'll swallow it, right? So the rule with him, and I think we should probably message this: don't eat, don't drink, don't consume anything your classmates give you, that, especially if it's home cooked. Just don't. Just politely say no, because you just don't know where it's been. And if anybody's sitting on the sideline waiting to see how you react negatively to stuff like that, maybe just keep your hands to yourself and keep your food to yourself. Maybe that should be a message for all the kids.
Great message. And you're right. All food, cookies, this kind of thing, it should be in a package, original package, right? If it's coming in a Ziploc or from home, like you said, they shouldn't. You know, it's funny you bring that up because this week is Red Ribbon Week. And we've got all sorts of speakers in our schools. I saw DPS, Sheriff Department, counselors. We're landing a helicopter or two in some of our schools, just so they could spread the word, say no to drugs. So it's a great message on the, you know, the fentanyl, some of these food and cookie products that they shouldn't be taking if it's not in an original package.
Dr. Anthony Garza, Executive Director of Support Services. Our spotlight on Edinburgh CISD, our weekly conversation. We're focusing on safety right now. Hey, tell me more about this Raptor alert system on your phones. You got, I guess, teachers participating. So explain that to me. Describe that Raptor alert.
Sergio, after Uvalde, the state of Texas passed a law requiring silent panic alert technology. And they give everyone about 2 years to get it together. So effective this year, everyone is supposed to have some way of doing a silent panic alert in case of an active threat on the premises. So we have a Raptor Alert app on everyone's phone or device if they don't want to use their phone. And anyone can call a lockdown if they see something suspicious on the school grounds. the
Immediate.
cafeteria worker, the groundskeeper, the custodian, the teacher, anybody. So that's one of the new safety initiatives from the state. We started it last year, and this year we have it. Everyone has it, and all new employees get trained. And we do our lockdown drills now with that app. So they need to let us know. Our schools they let the parents know that when they're going to have the lockdown drills, and they let us know here at Central Administration, so we don't send the SWAT team out there. And they've been conducting their lockdown drills, and we continue to practice with the kids and the staff in case anything were to happen.
Let's say you got somebody working the grass, somebody working the grounds, right? And they see something suspicious, like somebody with a lawnmower. They press a button, boom, right? Everybody alerted, and the shutdown is immediate. Does the Edinburgh CISD Police Department get immediate notification that X campus, the gardener or whatever, just shut everything down, and you start looking into that, or are there several steps before the police department comes out?
That's the step. When they press that lockdown button, everyone gets alerted. All doors go locked. They're already locked. All the lights are off, and the kids hide from the windows. And immediately, our whole safety team is alerted here at Central Administration, but mainly the police chief and his command staff, and they immediately call the local police department to assist as well, and the cavalry's on the way. It's really fast. It's immediate, and we continue to train just to make sure that every second counts when something like that happens.
Back to fentanyl poisoning. Every campus has the injection or medicine or nose thing, whatever it is that you do, right, to push, to fight back a potential poisoning situation, right? All campuses have.
It's called Narcan, and it's a nasal mist, much like Dristan or the ones that people use for allergies. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those, and we've had to use it a few times already in the last.
That was going to be my next question. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, we've had to use it once or twice, and
over the years, right?
Over the years.
Not like this year. You didn't use it this year, but
and all of our nurses and all of our police officers have Narcan on them, right?
What I got to ask you, Tony, because I know people that think. So, how did that happen in those two situations? How did it go down? Was it one kid giving another kid, or what happened?
Without going into too much detail, but I know that one of the kids was very depressed and maybe took some pills they shouldn't have taken, and they were not responsive at one of our schools. And once you're not responsive, and you get the nurse there and the police, what do we do? And then they immediately get the Narcan, right? And call 911 immediately. And luckily, the Narcan brought this student, woke him up. Yeah. And then they went in the ambulance, and they did go to the hospital. And unfortunately, those things happen every now and then. And we just have to be ready. And kudos to our police officer and nurse that tag team that one. One of them was opening the Narcan while the other one would put it in. And it's a scary situation, but their training helped, keep this kid and alive, right?
Yeah, that's what I want to ask about training. Like, how much is involved year to year, or like every semester? How often do you refresh the training with key people who react or stuff like that?
It's regular. It's at least every year, every new employee. Like a lot of our police officers are the same ones every year, but every new one that comes in has to go through the training. Same with our nurses. Each of our school has several nurses, and they're all trained. And then we have to buy new Narcan because it does get outdated, and so they get fresh supply.
Dr. Anthony Garza, Executive Director of Support Services, our spotlight on Edinburgh CISD. We're talking safety right now. And, of course, all campuses also defib, right? That's like an old system, right? The defibrillators on all campuses, too.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have the AED defibrillators in case someone goes into cardiac arrest. And that could be, that doesn't have to be because of drugs, right? Some kids have heart conditions and whatnot. And we have a lot more people trained with those, right? We have all of our coaches and a lot of our fine arts staff that go, that have kids after school, in the heat, and they're trained to run and get the AED machine and use it if needed.
So you got metal detectors at all campuses, right? The high schools, you got the metal detectors. How's that working out? Because initially you guys were getting used to, okay, let's long lines. Let's process everybody in, but everybody needs to be processed. So are things speeding up now, or how's that working out for you? The whole metal detector thing.
It is speeding up. We have them at our 4 comprehensive high schools, right? Only our 4 big ones right now. Edinburgh High, Edinburgh North, Economides, and Vela High School. And it's speeding up. Everybody's getting faster. And the whole idea is safety. And, a lot of our parents are on board. I've heard a bunch of them say, you know what, takes a little bit longer. I got to drop my kid off a few minutes earlier, but I feel better going to work knowing that all those kids are going through the metal detector. And it's something that we never imagined was going to happen. But over the years, with what's been happening across the state and the nation, especially after Uvalde, we need to turn it up a notch here and make it safer.
So are you guys like TSA now? You're accumulating a collection of knives and nunchucks and little star things that in martial arts they throw at each other. Do you have a collection of stuff now?
No, we haven't cut anything like that. But you're right. If it doesn't work out, I may need to go work at the airport for TSA.
Well, at least everybody's trained on how to use the metal detector.
They prevent a lot of things. I've noticed, we're having less and less items at our school, the prohibited items. And I think it's because they know they're going through the metal detectors. On top of that, we have our clear backpacks at our secondary schools, and that helps as well. So whatever they were thinking of bringing, any kind of prohibited item, some contraband, it's difficult. It's not as easy as it was before the metal detectors. So I think it's helping, and we're looking to expand this program to our other schools.
The audits from the state on safety, right? I know you have more cameras, more fencing, and the doors are locked and all that. So give us an update. Have you been audited? Is there another one coming up?
We have been audited roughly 14 times already.
In this school year?
Yeah, they're fast. We have 44 schools, so they're going to hit each one.
Oh, I see.
They just show up, right? We get a message, hey, they're the auditors on campus. And they go, they're from TA. Actually, they're from TA, but ours are out of Region 1, the Education Service Center. And we've had 13 out of 14 audits with no findings. That means a perfect audit. The doors are locked. They catch the person that's trying to go around the back. All the windows, everything is in place, right? The log that the external doors all work and are secure. So we've done very well so far. 13 out of 14 is kudos to those principals that keep doing the training with their staff, and those police officers that check the doors daily, and maintenance that addresses any issues with locks and whatever they need to. Yeah. So we're doing very well with our intruder detection audits.
I know somebody tuning in to Talk Radio right now, probably connecting the dots. So how does the groundskeeper having access to locking down the campus, how do you prevent from him locking down the campus when an audit kicks in? Or is that supposed to happen? Like you get audited, somebody shows up, unannounced, and boom, he locks it down. Is that the way it's supposed to work, where you have a test lockdown or something like that?
Well, that hasn't happened, right?
Okay.
And these people don't come armed or anything like that, but they do try to see if they can walk around the back of your school and come in through a door, come in through a kitchen door or something. So if they can walk around to the back of your school and come in through a side door, we don't pass. Yeah. But we have a lot of fencing, and everybody, all the staff is trained to anyone that doesn't belong there to direct them to the front. What is your business here? You need to come to the front office.
And if I was the groundskeeper and I had the weed eater with me, it's like, excuse me, sir, what are you up to? I'd be using it as a weapon. Dr. Anthony Garza, he's Executive Director of Support Services in our spotlight at Edinburgh CISD. We're talking about safety. Again, probably the most secure campuses in this entire region. That would be Edinburgh CISD. They have invested for the longest time in properly policing and equipment to make sure that the kids are safe at their schools. Open enrollment. Edinburgh CISD's open enrollment. And a quick parting thought. Congratulations to 2 high school bands advancing. Edinburgh High School is going to state competition. Vela High School is going to area competition. So congratulations to the Woodcues.
We're very proud of Edinburgh High School. Jason Rogers, the band director, and the principal, Dominic Peña. They've done a great job with the band. They're going to the Alamo Dome. So they'll be at the Alamo Dome this Saturday competing at the state competition. And then Vela will be in Mercedes at their area competition, and hopefully they'll move on to state as well. I did want to mention a shout out to 3 out of our 4 football teams are playoff bound. There's 2 games left this weekend and next weekend, and then we get seeded for the playoffs. So we have Vela, Edinburgh High School Bobcats, and Economides all looking to make the playoffs. And I just want to make a special note. Raul Salas and his Economides Jaguars are 8-0. That is a monumental achievement that's never happened before to go 8-0 like that. So we're excited to see what they end up this year.
Freddie reminds me, just like the Aggies, they're 8-0. Just like the Aggies. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I lost a little Longhorn thing that we had for Tony. Anything else before I let you go, Tony?
This weekend is daylight savings time.
Oh, that's right.
Those clocks back, and I know we have 3 weeks left till our Thanksgiving break, where the Aggies will take on the UT Longhorns at Friday. Go Longhorns!
You should see Freddie right now. He's both hands are horns down. Freddie. Man, where's that hate come from, Freddie? Come on, man.
It's not hate. It's respect.
All right. Hey, that week are the kids off all week on Thanksgiving week, Tony?
They get a whole week off. Yes.
Right? I got families probably preparing a long trip to grandma for that week. Dr. Garza, thank you, amigo. Appreciate you joining us week to week. That's Dr. Anthony Garza, Executive Director of Support Services, in our weekly spotlight at Edinburgh CISD. Again, open enrollment, Edinburgh CISD, open enrollment. Time is 9:59. Yeah, the Sergio Show on News Talk 710 KURV. A big thank you to our supporter this hour, Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing.
Saving you money, I'm Hillary Barsky. The process of improving credit scores is different for everyone. To boost them, you can start by actually knowing what